research, I've been checking into who the unrestricted free agents are this summer, and some guys that the Kings could probably pick up as a point guard for this team. And I want you guys to kind of check these names out, research them yourselves also, and check out their averages and their numbers as you can. So shout out to Hoops Hype for organizing this information and making this list. They got it kind of ranked, their top point guards available for the summer. And number one they have is Kyrie Irving. In my opinion, Kyrie Irving, he has a player option. I believe he's going to stay in Dallas, in my opinion. I'm not sure, this league is always changing, as we know. He might go to maybe another bigger team, but I think he wants to play with AD and see what those two guys can do. But he's got a player option this year. James Harden is also a free agent this summer, but he has a player option, and I have a feeling he's probably going to stay with the Clippers. They're making a good run in the playoffs right now as we speak. Fred Van Vliet has a team option. I believe the team is going to re-sign him there in Houston. Josh Giddey is ranked 4 on here. He's restricted. Now, this is one guy that I believe might be available for the Kings and might be a good pick to lead the Kings. Is he an aggressive alpha dog type leader? Not really, but he's a good point guard that can distribute the ball. And so this is my number one guy that, I won't say number one, but this is one of the guys that I think the Kings should definitely look at in this offseason as a guy that can lead this team, or a point guard that can lead this team. Tyus Jones averaged 11 points per game, 5.9 assists, basically 6 assists per game, 2.4 rebounds per game. And shot 46% from the field and 41% from three. Let's see what Hoops Hype said. They said he's a very safe point guard with a career great assist to turnover numbers, which is good. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot because he doesn't make many huge risks with the ball. That also leads to lack of great flashy plays out of him. He doesn't make flashy plays. Do you need to make flashy plays? I don't know. Can shoot it from the outside and from the mid-range a bit off the dribble. So that's kind of their analysis of Tyus Jones. I agree with pretty much most of that. And he's only going to be earning, he only earned $3 million this past year. So Tyus Jones, I think, would be a great option as a point guard. Also, another guy I saw in here, they have D'Angelo Russell. I don't believe D'Angelo would come to the Kings, and I don't really want D'Angelo to come to the Kings. In my opinion, he did average 13 points per game and 5 assists per game, which is pretty damn good. Russell Westbrook is also another guy I don't believe would come to Sacramento. He's a free agent. Denver may try to re-sign him, just depending how they felt about some of his turnovers that he had this offseason. So I don't really think he's a serious option for the Kings. But it'll be interesting to see where Russell Westbrook ends up this summer. Dennis Schroeder is another guy who will be a free agent point guard. He's playing in Detroit currently. He's actually doing an okay job in Detroit. He doesn't get a ton of time, but he's doing pretty good out there for Detroit. He's getting about $13 million per year. He averages about 14 points per game. Chris Paul, he's playing on San Antonio currently. I believe he'll probably re-sign with San Antonio, even if it's for the veteran minimum. He's still producing 9 points per game with 8 assists, which is decent. Now, this is a guy that I thought was interesting. Another guy, number 2 on my list, Spencer Dinwiddie from Dallas. He's a free agent this offseason. He averages 10 points per game, almost 4 assists per game, 2.4 rebounds, 40% field goal percentage, and 33% from three-pointer, which isn't that great of a three-point percentage shot. I would like my point guard to have a little bit better of a point percentage than that, but 10 points per game is pretty good. Let's see what Hoops Hype said. They said he's a veteran guard with great size who can hit some tough shots from the mid-range as well as make plays for others. So that's the who's who on Spencer Dinwiddie. And I believe Spencer Dinwiddie would be a good option for the Kings as well. He wouldn't be expensive. He earned last year $3 million. So a lot of these point guards are in the $3 million range. They're not making a ton of money, but maybe looking for a team that they can go to where they can kind of show what they really are, show what they can do on a playoff team. Davion Mitchell is a restricted free agent. I believe since he did pretty good in the playoffs for them, I think they like what they saw. I believe he's probably going to re-sign with Miami. He's getting about $6 million per year. Trey Jones is another interesting guy. He only averaged about 4.4 points a game, 3 assists. And his older brother is Tyus Jones, and they're both very similar players. They said he's safe, steady floor general who won't make many mistakes, but won't create plays out of nothing either. So he's kind of a mid-level range point guard in their opinion. Trey Mann, I thought, was another interesting option, but he's restricted, so not too sure how that's going to go. Ben Simmons, I kind of stay away from Ben Simmons, especially as a point guard. I don't really know if the Kings would want Ben Simmons as a point guard. I think he'd be a great role player, a great guy off the bench if they can get him, but not as the point guard. They have 15th Vasilij Micic. I'm not too familiar with him. He has a team option though. And this is the other guy, one of the other guys that I have on my list that I believe can do big things for the Kings at point guard and maybe an up-and-coming guy. He does make $22 million a year, which makes him a little bit harder to sign. His agent is Rich Paul. We just had a Rich Paul guy leave here, which was De'Aaron Fox. He averages 13 points per game, which is pretty damn good. 4 assists per game, 4 rebounds, half a steal a game. He gets about 43% from field goal and 30% from three-point range, which is actually not good at all. So he's probably one of my least favorite out of the 3 or 4 that I'm going to mention. And this is what Hoop Type said. They said he doesn't look like the players who won 6th Man of the Year a couple seasons ago. He won 6th Man of the Year a while ago. But playing on such a bad Wizards team could be affecting his effort, which would be understandable. At his best, a heady lead guard who can score and do some playmaking. He's a heady lead guard. He averages 13 points, but with that 3-point percentage and the amount he makes, $22 million per year, he's probably one of my least favorite options on here. And the last guy I have on here is Cam Payne. I'm not too sure how Cam Payne is feeling about his stint in New York, if he's going to try to re-sign with New York or not. Cam Payne, he did really well with New York, so I'm thinking that chemistry may make them want to re-sign him. So I'm not sure how attainable Cam Payne is. At this point, he's kind of a big city player. He averaged 7.2 points a game, 2.5 assists per game, 41% from the field, and 38.9 percentage from three-point land, which is a decent three-point percentage. And Hoops Hype said he's a quick point guard with a tight crossover who can do some shooting from the arc. So in my opinion, I think Cam Payne could be a very good point guard for this Kings team. He only makes $3 million a year. The Kings could probably even offer him a little bit more than that to get him to come out here. And he's, semi-flashy. He's definitely a leader. He's aggressive. I think Cam Payne would be a great leader for this Sacramento Kings team if he decided to leave New York, which he possibly won't. Let me know how you guys feel about those point guard free agents that I just researched right there. Make a comment for me down below if you like any of those guys or if I'm missing anybody. Make a comment for me. I really appreciate it.